Welcome back, everybody, to the Sharpshooter Sports Talk. I am your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharp, on the ones, the twos, threes, the fours, and the fives and the six. Appreciate everybody up in the house tonight, and even Ephraim being messy in the comment section. But definitely, he right, man. I tried to start on time, man. And it seemed like every time we get close to the show, I remember to do this and do that, man. But appreciate everybody coming up in here, man. We back like we never left. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And before we get into it, man, y'all already know, got to shout out the guys on the panel, as always, because it's been too long. Y'all already know my brother from another Alabama A&M zone, man, and graduate, former running back, the man with the master plan. Y'all show your love, and I mean show your love for our brother and friend, Coach Shawn.
Much love to the chat. Been too long. Much love to y'all, Toya, Anitra, everybody, man. Much love to y'all. Tez. Appreciate you, B. Shaw. Thank y'all.
Oh, yeah, man. That's what I said, man. Back like we never left, man. That's what I said. I about to say the streets been asking, man, where you at, man? That's what I said. I've been fooling around with this camera too much and forgot about the main thing. And I always say keep the main thing the main thing. So this is the main thing. So got to get the people what they want. So appreciate everybody coming up in here. But y'all already know, can't forget about the other person on the panel. Last but certainly not least, y'all already know Mr. SE Season himself, man. Y'all already know. And I'm glad, well, the way I got the camera set up right now. I'm going to leave it that way so we don't have to see Auburn above Alabama. Y'all already, I know it's there. That's why I'll probably leave the camera right here unless somebody else come up. But y'all already know our good friend and brother. Y'all show your love for my main man, Tez.
Man, what is happening, people? What's happening, chat? Man, I ain't seen y'all in a minute, man. What's going on? Hey, a shout out to Katrina in the chat. She made me come up with a new word today. Fan baseism.
Fan baseism.
What is that? I love
discriminating on the individual based on the team they root for. Fan baseism. Don't be a fan basis.
Fan baseism.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. Hey, shout out to Katrina on that one. Hey, I like that one.
Fan basis.
Shoot, I know a lot of people that be doing that, man.
I know a lot of fan bases.
Hey, that's a good one. Hey, man, I give Auburn players their props. So I know I'm not a part of that, so I'm feel good about myself. But man, let me see who up in here, man. Gotta shout out to people, man. Gotta shout out to people. Keith up in the house. What's going on with your brother? Ken, the main one, man, definitely always showing love, man. Definitely made sure that we was coming on at 6. Appreciate that, man. Jeremy up in here. What's going on? Anitra, what's going on?
Anitra.
I'm telling you, man, it's always people that's always in here showing love. Ephraim, of course. Now I said being messy in the chat, but you're right. I'm with you when you're right, brother. I'm sorry.
Ephraim, always messy.
Toya up in the house. What's going on? Toya, what's going on, man? What's going on? Even I'm gonna drop some polls in the chat for y'all, man. It's about to be very, very interactive. We are not about to ever have a long delay like that ever again. Mark my words. I promise you on that one. Who else up in here? Katrina up in here. What's going on? Yeah. That's what I said, man. Everybody up in here, and if y'all, wherever y'all at, man, Discord or anything, I need to make me a Discord. Shout out to Piano Man and his Discord, and just shout out to Piano Man in general, man. They doing the damn thing over there, man. I promise you, man. I love seeing that guy in the morning and keep us all entertained. But y'all already know, man. I don't know where we need to start with this, Coach.
Shout out to Big Bishop too, man. Shout out to
Bishop up in here. I didn't even see Bishop up in here. Cole.
I was just saying in general, like to.
Oh yeah. And man, I forgot, man. Bishop be on there too, man. It's pretty much Bishop and Piano Man, boy. They chemistry on there be fire, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love it, man.
Yeah.
And definitely shout out to J. Cole too, man. What's going on with you, bro? Yeah, man. So, man, let's get right into it, man. I don't know where we're gonna start. We want to start with Joe Clatt. It's whatever y'all want to talk about tonight. Whatever y'all just throw some ideas in the chat. Preferably nothing Alabama, because we're gonna talk about Alabama anyway, in some form or fashion. But I like to talk about other things, college football wise. But I guess we'll start with Joe Clatt and then we'll let everything go. But and appreciate that, Ken. I just seen that. But man, good old Joe Clatt, man. You want to explain to the people what he said to bring them up to speed if they haven't seen it, Coach Shawn?
Yeah, I mean, Joe Clatt is doing Joe Clatt things, and
That he is.
he was asked just pretty much about Alabama. He gave his thoughts on Alabama, and he pretty much said, and I'm paraphrasing, that he don't think Alabama's going to be no better this year. We're not better than Oregon. The program at this point is not better than Oregon, even though Oregon got beat just as bad as we did by the same team, 34 and 35 points.
It didn't take long either, literally on the first play. Pick six.
Just pretty much doing what he usually do. My thoughts on it is this, man. And I have fan thoughts and I have the truth and details thoughts. So it's on both hands. My fan thought is, he was doing a little much when he said we wasn't better than Oregon. Oregon's program is not better than Alabama's right now. They've done nothing. They've won. We just was in the SEC championship, right? I mean, Oregon has done nothing. They've won nothing. No more than Alabama has, right? I can't say they're better than Alabama. They've not shown me that they're better than Alabama, even with a first round easy win. You know what I mean? Against a team that like last year and this year, like, come on now. Mm-hmm. I've seen nothing that makes me say Oregon is in a better position. Now, if you want to say Nike money for the future, all right. But I've seen nothing that they've done that makes them better than Alabama right now. I just hadn't. I would tell you if I did. That's the fan in me, because he's doing a little much. He's the kind of, Joel is a smart dude, man. Mm-hmm. He works for Fox. He's a Big Ten guy. Mm-hmm. So he's going to turn the knife a little bit, while we're down. Not down, but if he can kick an SEC team, he will. Right? He definitely will. The SEC is a good conference. It's a good little conference. Like, come on, man. He understands that. He knows what he's doing, right? And it's like I said, the more I'm in this media stuff, the more I'm seeing people say things for clicks and views, man. He was on. It's not a coincidence that he was on that show and said those things about Alabama. It's not a coincidence, man. But if I take my fan hat off and put my realistic truth in the details hat on, I'm going to ask everybody in the chat a question. Did he hate? Yes. Did he exaggerate? Yes. But in the grand scheme of what he was saying, did he lie? Think about what he said, and did he lie? He said Alabama has the potential not to be as good this season. He said Alabama hadn't showed me nothing on the offensive end practically in the last 2 or 3 years, pretty much. They didn't get no better. Mm-hmm. If you take away Jalen Milroe's legs 2 years ago, our running game was almost, not quite, but almost just as bad as this year. Since Coach DeBoer took this team over, our running game has been terrible. Offense has been up and down. And quite frankly, it's been one of the worst ground games I've seen since Alabama started playing football. Offensively, being an offensive guy, some of the things they do, I've talked about it in length to my forehead sweat. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, we running jet sweeps and all of that kind of crazy stuff. I try to be objective. I can't disagree with him on that regard. Mm-hmm. I don't see any improvement. Ty bailed us out a few times. Our offensive scheme and game planning, to me, wasn't no better. Jalen Milroe and that quarterback counter read really saved us a lot 2 years ago. But I will say we've been beaten in the playoffs 2 times by the eventual national champions. And when you think about Michigan and Indiana, really think about the Big Ten as a whole real quick. Think about Michigan. Michigan was an older team, man. I think the Big Ten has been successful in doing something that the SEC in the last 3 or 4 seasons hadn't been able to do. They've been able to keep their core teams talent there. Michigan, if you remember, those guys had 18 draft eligible seniors at the combine, 18, and they all came back to Michigan to win a championship. They did. Ohio State had 15 last year. They all came back and they won, right? Indiana, we know how many older kids they had, 4th and 5th year seniors, and they won. That is the key to winning college football, man. Keeping your experience around. Look no farther than Devontae Smith coming back to school, Najee Harris coming back to school, Alex Leatherwood coming back to school. All these kids came back, and what did we do? Destroyed everybody. So it's not a secret to what the secret sauce is, man. It's not a secret. You keep your core talented older players there. You put your situation in a you put your team in a really good situation. The Big Ten has been able to do that for the last couple of seasons. So Joel is not completely off base with what he said, man. Can you say you better when you go from 43 sacks to 37? I guess there's still way too many, considering the teams that won the championship only had 11 and 9 and 6 and 7. Right? Are you better? I suppose you are, right? So you got to go out and prove it, bro. You got to go out and prove it. You can't just sit back and say we Bama fans and you know we get mad when somebody talk about our team. That is wrong. The end of the day, man, the truth is in the details of it, man. Right? That's just the truth. Did he exaggerate? Of course he did. We put ourselves in a position to let him do that. You go out and get beat by 35 points. Yes, people who hate you are going to take that time to kick you while you supposedly down, right? I tell people all the time, you know, people was talking about Nick Saban ain't coming to. Listen, man, I'm so far over those days as far as with respect of those days. I'm talking about you can't keep talking about you the standard and then make excuses by getting your ass whipped. No. If you Alabama and you still Alabama, you don't get beat by nobody by 30-some points. I don't care who it is. I don't unless the Philadelphia Eagles finna walk through the door. No college team should punish you like that. And the way they punish you, that's no standard of mine. No standard of mine. I don't give a damn who the coach is. Nick Saban, Kalen Saban, or Nick DeBoer. I don't care. You should never get your ass whipped like that on national TV. You just shouldn't. Not when you're the University of Alabama. Not when you're the University of Georgia. Not when you're LSU. I don't even think LSU should get beat by a Big Ten school like that. None of the top echelon SEC schools should ever whip your ass like that. Not like that. So you can miss me with that Saban gone stuff, bro. I don't care nothing about that. I respect that era. I always love that era. But at the same time, you got physically beat up, bro. You got physically beat up. And to be honest, and like I say, I don't. Kalen DeBoer, I'll be quick, Ted, so I can go and pass it off to you. Kalen DeBoer is the head coach of this team, and I support him, and I'm gonna rock with him until the wheels fall off. His assistants, I ain't rocking with nothing because I know what I'm watching. And 3rd and 1, run the damn jet sweep is BS, bro. It's BS, and it tells me as a player something different. It tells me that you don't have confidence in your own offensive line. Cool, I get it. It tells me that either A, you don't have confidence in what you're doing. B, you don't have the presence of mind to understand this conference and what power football is in power situations. If you don't have a running game in the Southeastern Conference that's at least decent, you will not be. I don't give a damn what you do against Missouri. I don't care about Tennessee. I hate Tennessee, but when you play the upper echelon of the SEC, the better football teams down the stretch, you got to be able to be a balanced on offense, bro. Or you put your defense in a bad situation, you put your whole team in a bad situation, and you let teams tee off on you and do you the way Indiana did us, the way Georgia did us. So bro, I'm so far over this coaching staff, support him, don't support him. I support Kalen DeBoer and anybody who coached the University of Alabama. What I don't support is bullshit ass mediocrity and weirdos making excuses. When I'm watching you getting your ass whipped on the football field, I'm watching your linebackers lay down. Lay down. You can't tell me. I'm watching it. I'm watching you. Don't want to tackle this play. I'll make the tackle next play. I see it. That has got to be addressed, bro. So until you address those things, what Joe Clack say, what the Indiana coach say, either you're going to do something about it or we just going to complain as fans. That's just the bottom line of it.
Oh, my fault. About to be on mute. Yeah, man. I think you said it best right there, man. For real. Now I gotta look at these ugly flag up top. But I think you said it best, man. For real. And before I kick it off to Ted, I just want to say real quickly, man. It's just I think a lot of people. Well, I have said it many, many times on your show, my show, Piano Man show. A lot of our fans and Ted, I knew Ted was gonna be petty on doing that. That's why he kept smiling so much. But man, a lot of time, man, our fan base, and the poll is in the chat, y'all just put the number in there, what y'all think the record gonna be. Just type 1 for 12-0, 2 for 11-1, y'all know, so on and so forth. But
chat too, be sure.
Oh yeah, I gotta get to that. That was one thing I was gonna get to. I'm glad you said something. Shout out to Miss Susan, Stacy Gold Dolls up in here, Coach Al up in here.
So good to see Coach Al back.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Our guys feeling great, great. And he will be back up here with us soon, man. Can't wait to see him. Definitely can't wait to see. Even though I've been talking to him, but definitely can't wait to see him up here with us. But in due time, ladies and gentlemen. But like I was saying, man, a lot of our fans be tender when you talk about the team, man. Tendernism, I like to say with them, because it be like, oh man, you can't say that about us. Man, like, bro, what they gonna do, bro? What whoop my ass or something? I'm like, bro, we can have difference of opinion. The problem that I have with our fan base sometimes, bro, we can just agree to disagree sometimes. I don't have to hate you just because I don't agree with something. That's all I'm saying. But some of these folks like to take it too far when you just like, I don't like that play. Oh, you're not a real Bama fan. You're fair weather. All that, like, bro, calm down. And a lot of these folks ain't even go to the school. I know partners that went to the school don't even go that hard for the school. And y'all going way harder than them. They actually have a degree there.
That's facts.
So, man, like, just relax on this stuff sometimes. If Coach Shawn don't like the way how Ryan Grubbs is running the ball, he has the right. And if I like the way he do, which I don't, I can say, no, Coach Shawn, no, he's actually running the play right. You should run that jet sweep, which he shouldn't.
And I respect it.
And then we can have a discourse of why. But I don't need to say, man, you ugly, because you don't know what you're talking about and all that. But go ahead. Oh man, I forgot to hit this super chat too. Shout out to Dwight for the $5 super chat. My brother from another. He said, when you look at stats, Bama didn't get better. If you look at accomplishment, they did.
Yeah, that's fact. That's a true statement, man. That's a true statement.
Very true statement.
You know what, Dwight? Really quickly, Tez. That's why I try to be as much you could say negative, right? But I call it truth. As I try to be as loving too, because we did make the playoffs in year 2, right? That is a hell of an accomplishment, bro. We did make the playoffs, right? But Coach Al knows, as a coach of the game, from game 1, you see things. Me and Coach Carl talk about this all the time. You see things that's never gonna satisfy you, bro, because you know, Tez, when you play better competition, that's gonna rear its ugly head. We gonna get beat.
Show back up,
and it did.
Man, and then last thing, Tez, and then you got it. My fault, bro.
Oh, you good?
I was complimenting you, Coach Shawn, Coach Allen, Coach Carl the other day. I said, if people take away their feelings a lot of ways, because you remember how the Florida State game when we had the post-game show?
Yeah.
And everybody, y'all, it was stuff you were sending me during the game. So I was like, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
But a lot of folks just wasn't agreeing with you or whatnot. They're like, oh man, it's just the first game, yada yada yada. We just kept going on. Ty hit a lot of our flaws for the most part.
He did. Yes, he did.
And then when they realized we couldn't run the ball, I don't even like to say we couldn't run the ball because we just didn't run the ball.
Yeah.
When they realized we weren't going to run the ball, it's not hard to stop it. Oh, they just going to pass all day. Let's just stop this, make them run. And then the cherry on top and the ice cream, all that good stuff is when the Indiana game came because you seen it right then and there. That was the icing on the cake right there because they did everything. Like I said, the only time I was really fanned out that whole year is when Kurt Sednetti said, y'all know what their history, you know it better than me, said what their history is. We know what we see on film. And he had me hyped up right there. And I was like, I think I set myself up. I didn't want to say it on camera.
Yeah.
But I was laughing when I was watching the game. I was like, by the second drive, I was like, damn. And that's why I wasn't mad at the game, because it was like, why are you acting like this? I didn't think we are going to get our ass whooped like that. But at that, I didn't have no confidence in us winning.
Yeah.
I would say that. But go ahead, Tez. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good, man. Get it out.
And that poll is still in there, man. Y'all vote, man. Vote what y'all think.
Yeah, man. I gotta be honest, man. When I heard the Joe Klatt thing, man, one of the first people I thought about was Coach Shawn. Because he had said all of this. Right? During the season, he had said all of this. There's some statements, like you guys said, there's some statements that he made that were a bit outlandish. And I don't think Alabama's a better program. I mean, Oregon's a better program than Alabama.
Yeah.
I think that was a stretch. I think you could see, if you go back and watch the interview, you could see him getting into the shenanigans. He started the thing off like he almost did. To his credit, he didn't even want to go there and answer that question because he knew what he was going to say. And they asked him, and he said,
"That's real."
Initially, like, "Man, y'all finna have." He did not want to answer this question. But as far as the things that I think that he told the truth about, some of the same things that you guys said before, like, he's not hasn't been a physical football team. Specifically last year, the year prior, because you had Jalen Miro in his legs and you ran the ball a tad bit more, there was a bit more physicality on it. I don't think Alabama is a better program, is going to be a much better program than they were last year. I don't. I think, what gives me that feeling? You lost a Ty Simpson who is vastly underrated. I think it's probably a large part of your own fan base that doesn't understand what that kid brought to the table for Alabama with not having the run game, and being able to operate the offense like that. I mean, I've said a couple times, if Alabama comes out this season and is not a physical football team, does not run the football, does not commit to running the football, there's some games on that schedule you can lose, right? There's some games on that schedule you can lose. So a lot of what he's saying was based in truth. But I get it, right? I'm an Auburn fan. We have not been a good football team for a very long time. People talk about us crazy all the time, right? You guys are not used to this. Well, specifically your fan base is not used to this, right? And not specifically not used to it being true. In the past, when people would go at Alabama, it was all hopeful. Well, I hope they're going to fall off. I hope the dynasty is over. I hope these things are true. What people are saying now is based in fact, right? It's some of the same things that the fan base itself complains about. The lack of running game, the lack of third down play calling. Like, these things are real concerns, and they should be real concerns for the people in the building, right? So if anything, I hope Kalen DeBoer was listening to Joe Klatt.
Hope so.
You know what I'm saying? Because that is who needs to hear that, because this is what your football team is right now. Now, can it get better? Absolutely. Gonna have to run the football. One of these quarterbacks has to be a hit, right? Doesn't have to be Ty Simpson, because I think Ty Simpson, and I'm gonna say something, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I think you got to put Ty Simpson in that realm with a Bryce Young, considering lack of running game, some of the defensive issues, the things that he had to cover up offensively. Like Brisky said, the team just know you're gonna pass the ball. It makes defense a little bit easier, right? If there's no threat to run the football, it makes playing defense and calling defense a tad bit easier, right? And if you got a quarterback that can still go out there and win games under those circumstances, man, that kid, you know, I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves a lot. However, well, I will say this. You guys got to understand that you're comparing yourselves, and you will be for a long time, because you are, 2 years now removed from the Nick Saban era, right? Yep. That will always be there, right? Probably in our lifetime, right? I don't know the age groups of everybody that's watching, but in our lifetime, that whole Nick Saban cloud is going to hang over Alabama. The expectations for Kellen DeBoer are through the roof, right? They just are. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of football teams would take the success that Kellen DeBoer has had at Alabama. A lot of SEC teams right now, you sign them up, say, hey, we're going to be a playoff team. We're going to win 10 games. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Lose in the playoffs to the national championships. I can tell you right now, out of 16 teams, probably about 15 of them would take that right now. if you told them that. So, yeah. But what's happening is you got this cloud that's looming over you, that is this dominance era, right? And what a lot of people have to realize, and what I have to remind myself sometimes when I hear some people in the fan base talk, is that, man, if you are, and no disrespect if anybody falls in this category, if you are, I'm going to say under 30 years old, if you're 30 years old and under, which covers a lot of your fan base, you don't know anything else really but the Nick Saban era of Alabama football, right? And 30 years is a long time. Mm-hmm. You got to think about that. It's a large portion of your fan base that has no idea what it feels like to struggle as a football team. Mm-hmm. All they know is dominance. They grew up on dominance as kids. They became adults, and the dude was there for 17 years. They went from grade school all the way to college as a dominant football program, right? That's all they know. So, man, you have to take that, and you have to realize when you see people just like crashing out over stuff, that like, man, a lot of these people just have no idea. It's not their fault of their own that they didn't get born earlier. You know what I'm saying? They can fix that. But when it's all you know, you're going to react a certain type of way. And so I had to remind myself that too when I see comments about this. And even as the SEC, like when we talk about the SEC as a whole and some of the things that he said, now he was glazing a little bit on the Big Ten. But truth be told, like Coach Shawn always say, the truth is in the details. They be kicking our ass. No matter what you say about the Big Ten, no matter what you say about the conference, those are, at the end of the day, all excuses. Yeah, they get to play an easy schedule, so they're a little bit fresher when it comes playoff time. So what? You still got to put your chin strap. It's not like they're going to cancel the game, right? You still got to put your chin strap on, and you got to go out there and play football. If that's what you're thinking about while you playing football, then you already lost this football game. That only matters to the fans, right? Trust me, those players don't give a hill of beans when they get ready to play a football game about what the other team had to go through on their schedule. Mm. It only matters to us and the people that are optically looking at this thing from the sideline. So at the end of the day, man, and this goes, I'm saying this because we had this conversation on SEC season. Like I'm an advocate for an SEC conference. If we want to stop that narrative, we're going to have to win some football games.
That's a fact.
It's simple as that. We can't run from them. We can't make these excuses. We can't. And like I said before, SEC has always been the tougher conference, right? We added the SEC championship, played the extra game. People didn't even want to be a part of this conference. This always has been our story. That's why we say it means more, right? We can't go around boasting our chest as this tough conference, saying that if you don't play in the SEC, you're not, you know what I mean? You're not a tough team or whatever, and have this moniker of it means more. And then we complain about the other team's schedule when they kick our ass. Right? The Big Ten, all these other conferences, they've been had easier schedules. Newsflash, when Nick Saban was running through these teams and kicking everybody's ass in the playoffs, do you think that they had tougher schedules back then? No. The SEC has always had a tougher schedule. The only difference now is they're kicking our ass. And if, the only way to solve that is for us to win games, right? And that's on the players. Us as fans, like I said, all this stuff only matters to us. Those players not thinking about that. Do you think for 1 second, while Alabama was playing Indiana, that anybody on that defensive line was like, oh man, they ain't played nobody? That was the furthest thing from their mind. So, man, at the end of the day, we just gonna have to start winning some of these games.
Yep.
Right. And that's not just Alabama. That goes down the SEC because
that's where I was going, Tez.
They've been running us for the last 4 to 5 years.
I ain't gonna say 4 to 5, but last 3.
Well, I mean, when you look at the bowl numbers, it's been about 4 or 5 years.
Only reason why, like the bowls, like I'm all the way with you. I'm like 98% with you. The only thing I disagree with is that by the time bowl season come, a lot of these teams, the last 3 years, I'll really say the last 2. A lot of these teams really checked out. And these people trying to figure out, okay, I'm about to jump in this transfer portal and all that. I'm with you. We still got to win these games. I'm still with you on that. We still got to win these games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I put it like this in the playoffs. I'll just use the playoffs for example. We have to win these playoff games.
Yeah,
we definitely have to win those playoff games.
Yeah.
But you know what the bowl thing tells me, though? You're 100% correct. But you know what that tells me? Maybe our football teams are not as deep as we think they are. Maybe these rosters that we think are stacked and as deep as we think they are not as deep. If our twos can't go out and beat their twos, then what's that kind of tell you? And even if our twos have to play their ones, it should still be, if the SEC is what we think it is and how we poke our chests out about it, our twos should be able to have a competitive game against their ones.
But I don't think it's the same.
But it's not. That's the point. It's not the same.
Think about it. Think about it, Tez.
Sad to say, it's evening out a bit.
11 starters, man. That quarterback, the other quarterback just played the game before. He get a few bowl practices when they come back, and now you got to play a Houston team that's amped up to play you. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't even the same LSU team at all. Like, not even from their previous game. So
I give you that.
Yeah, but I get it.
But that's not the other team's fault, is what I'm saying.
True.
100%. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
My thing is this, man. For me, I have a different way of thinking, bro. It's something. I hear you, man. I hear what you're saying, and I'm taking it in, man. I personally believe when you watch these teams play, me and Coach Al used to be texting about this on offense. You know, when you watch Alabama offense, bro, to me, for the last 2 seasons that I watched the Kalen DeBoer-led Alabama football team, whether it's Nick Sheridan, whether it's Ryan Grubb, to me, it's almost like these guys are learning the conference as they go along. Like, yes, these guys can coach football.
Yeah, probably so.
But this is, I know people like to say it, but when you really break it down to the nuts and bolts, the SEC is a different trench warfare league. It really is, man. It's a different trench warfare league. In the Pac-12, when they was in the Pac-12, they had some good DBs and good corners in that conference. Utah had some, Washington had some. They got some good DBs, man. But you don't face those trench guys every week like you do in the SEC. Utah got some, USC got some. So when you play in this league, some of those same play calls that you comfortable doing, right? It don't work really in this league. The defense structure is just not set up to allow that kind of thing. And I think that's why Grubb lasted only one season in Seattle. Some of his play call structures are set up for the college game. When you look at the space of the college game, right? That's why you see these trickeration, finesse type play calls. I think these guys are learning as they're going along. For me, I'm not worried about the personnel. I'm not worried about who we play. I'm worried about the same thing I've been telling y'all since Florida State. The play calling on third down. I promise y'all, I've been saying this for a year, right? Yeah. I worry about the poor judgment on down and distance. I worry about the third down play calling. I worry about this 7-on-7 passy offense that I'm watching. You know what I'm saying? I worry about all these routes being deep routes. I worry about us not having no run game, and we don't have no. You want to? Okay, cool. No run game. Where's your quick game at? No quick game whatsoever. I don't even think we have a quick game. Everything we run, it was like this with Jalen. Everything we run is down the field. I worry about that because what that's going to do is, Lynn is in the chat. Big shout to Lynn. Big shout to Coach Al. So
shout out to Lynn.
Shout out to Coach boys. What that does is, what's up with you, as the world? Good to see you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. What that does is, when you play light competition, teams with good players, just like you, like all the way around, teams with good coaches, teams with good schemes, you make it easy for your team to get in a dogfight. I'm gonna tell you something else. Excuse me. Go out there thinking East Carolina gonna be a pushover. You're gonna be in some trouble then. You heard it here first. Go out there and go 3 and out too many times. You're gonna look up in the second quarter and it's gonna be 17-7. It's gonna be 14-6. It's gonna be 21-14. Watch. You mark my words, bro. The key to this game is not a secret. Third down is the key to winning all football games. Stay on the field if you offense. Get the hell off of it if you're on defense. The quicker you do that, third downs, the more you stay on the field on offense, they turn into points, whether that's 3 or 6, right? The quicker you get off on defense, you can get the ball back to your offense to provide those points. The longer you stay on the field, the other team about to score on you. That has been our issue since the inception of the DeBoer era. Now, really quickly, I got to give a big shout to Ohio State, bro, because, you know, and big shout to Alabama, because for as bad as everybody acting like we did, Alabama still was second, tied for second in draft picks, right? Ohio State had 11, we had 10, right? But this does say something to the Big Ten versus the SEC debate. Michigan, the team that beat us 2 years ago, that team had 18 seniors, man, and they all came back to play, right? Ohio State had 15 the very next season, still came back and had 10 drafted in the next season, which was this past year. So the key is it's not rocket science, man. Pay your players. Damn paying freshmen I don't know about. Pay your people on your roster. Take your NIL, split that with your best players, and keep them on the roster for the next season. Now, I personally think I reckon gonna be 9-3 again. I think next season is when Alabama, when we get a starting quarterback that has a year under his belt. It's just gonna be tough to me, man. It's gonna be tough to me going in with a new offensive line and a quarterback who's never started. Everybody say Ty never started, but Ty was in the system for 3 years, man. Ty understood, 3 years in a college program, man. Understand you didn't get the live bullets. I get it. And Keelan has been there for a year. Mac has been there for several years between Washington and Alabama. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm looking for us to go out and do well. I'm praying we do well. But at the end of the day, bro, talking about it is not going to make the Big Ten people shut up.
Right. Exactly my point.
Bevo appreciate this. Look, I'm on a different thing this year. We do, and this is the SEC hater in me, the Big Ten hater, SEC bias guy in me. You may not want to do it, but you better pull for whatever SEC team, even if it ain't Alabama. You let the Big Ten win this year. Their media rights was already more than ours. The conference created more revenue than ours. They got more revenue sports. We don't give a damn about hockey and swimming and all that stuff down here. That's a revenue sport up there for some of those schools. Here's the thing. You mess around and you let the Big Ten win again, right? That's not good for us. You got your 3, cool. They don't need to win this year. I don't give a damn. The only team I'm not pulling for, well, only 2 teams is Auburn and Tennessee. I'm not pulling, just not doing it. Anybody else?
Come on, coach.
I may have
something against Orange, man.
I'm not pulling for
you. Hey, Tez.
Nope.
I pull for Auburn before.
No,
Tez.
don't you? No,
I can't do it.
No, you won't.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? That fucking coon dog.
Because, coach, man. Coach, to your point, man. Guess who had the best third down percentage out of any team in the country last year?
Who's that?
Indiana.
Of course. I can believe
55.5%. The number one team.
Third down, bro.
And that tells you how important third down is that the number one team was at 50%. Only half.
You have to do it, man, if you're gonna win these championships, man. That's what I was like. Because I know we gotta move on and talk about something else. But yeah, man, that was a great discussion. I think just to finish it all off, man. Yeah, man, we just gotta win. That's really all it come down to. Just got to go out there and take care of business. But at the same time, that's why I say it's like it's not a black and I don't even know if that's the right term for that. It's like, yes, we have to win, but at the same time, they still playing these bummy schedules. And it ain't all conferences ain't built the same. I give them certain players, and then Kirby comments. I agree with Kirby comments at the top right now. Yeah. That's one thing because I like, man, you win three in a row. I'm sorry, they have that edge on that. I have to give them that.
Yeah,
that's just me just being honest about
3 different teams too, Brinsky. Three different
teams. Yep, 3 different teams. And guess what? They all of their high teams outside of Indiana just came out of nowhere, but really they consistent 3 highest team is Ohio State, Michigan, and Oregon.
Yeah.
Ever since that conference really been together like that. But yeah, so you just go out there and take care of business. And Alabama, please get rid of this Ohio State. Some people still want it. I don't care.
Bro, I don't. Somebody put this on Twitter, man. I gotta say it too. Bro, I don't like this talk, man. I don't like this SEC talk. I don't like this Bama talk. I don't like it, man. Like because if you go back to when we was dominating college football as a conference, the teams we were playing, they still didn't play nobody. Why does that matter now? Go look at Ohio State back in during the Saban area. There was nobody on their schedule.
But at that time, we comparing. You got to think about it. During that time, we had right after the conference championship game, we either had 2 teams going to the national championship. We ain't having all these debates. Oh, we'll see them in the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl, and all this stuff. I didn't care about.
But that's the thing, though. Like one of the things you got to consider with that is Alabama has also benefited from having that 12-team playoff, right? Alabama wouldn't have made a 14 playoff in these last 2 years that the 12 team has been in there.
But
it balances out. Like, man, the schedules have been the schedules.
Never like.
But Notre Dame has been not playing nobody.
Right, but back then you weren't getting rewarded for playing nobody. They would keep you. Now you're getting rewarded for not playing nobody. They're rewarding you.
You got the TCUs in there. You got the Cincinnati's in there. You got these teams all they needed was all they needed was 1 or 2 big wins to make it to the playoff. Then, like it's always been about, like, to me, this whole conversation since the playoff has been in there. It's always been about like this storyline money making thing, right? TCU was the hot team. They wanted them in the playoffs because of the narrative, right? That's what this all has been about. It's just money, and like,
of course,
bro, we just got to win games, top to bottom. We got to win games as a conference, and that goes out to Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Auburn. When you play these teams from these other conferences, you get an opportunity, put belt to their ass, and then this conversation will stop because it's not just it. I could see if it was just at the top of the conference we was getting our ass kicked, but no, no, it's all the way down 1 through 16. When we play somebody else from another conference, a solid team
we
from another conference.
That's why I said it's like
it's a big deal going on the road to Ohio State, man. And you
it ain't like they're playing these teams that the only thing I'm asking them to do, which is the only thing that makes sense to me. Y'all talk about y'all that conference for real. Y'all talk about these games mean something. Play them in the regular season. Let a Vanderbilt go to Nebraska then. Let Ohio State go down to Neyland Stadium.
Big shout out to Texas.
To be fair, like they can't just make that happen in a year.
No, but
we won't see that. If they're gonna change that, we won't see that for another 4 years.
But that's my point. They ain't been trying to make it happen. That's the point. They ain't trying.
Because we've been kicking their ass.
No, I'm saying, man. That's why I said I'm 50% this way. I agree with one side, but you still got to point out the obvious too. It ain't like they've been playing anybody. And then when you finally play an SEC team, it ain't like you're playing the same team. The LSU team that we played when we played them this year was not the same LSU team when they played their bowl game. That was
It's LSU's fault.
But it's still the truth. The truth is the truth.
I know that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying you can't blame the other team for that. That's LSU's fault.
You diluted all these bowl games. The Sugar Bowl is not what it used to be. The Rose Bowl, which was my favorite, is not the same. And that's why I say
I never would have thought I'd see the day when we were making excuses for this conference. Like this is what we do. We go out and we put belt to ass to these other conferences.
So fats are making excuses now?
No. I mean that's what it is. Like the facts is they've been kicking our ass, and then when you
making excuses. I'm saying I agree with that, but you still got to point out this. Like, bro. I don't know how many times we got to keep pointing out Indiana's schedule. That is crazy. And you telling me that
you're getting rewarded for that.
And you get rewarded for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Smack them in the mouth.
Not a neutral site.
Not only that, but then you got to think about this. We talk about Indiana and their schedule. Well, guess who they beat to get there, right? In the Big Ten championship. Ohio State, another team with an easy schedule. So even when they played a team that didn't play nobody, they still went out there and got the job done. Like it doesn't matter to nobody but us. We the only ones.
Please let me get this. I'm sorry, Nick. Name every year that this happened.
Well, just twice, back to back.
Back to back. When Penn State played Auburn.
What, year before last? And the year before that?
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I remember these games.
Yeah. So why are you asking? Just tell me what it is.
My point. We naming, of course, a team, SEC is not going to beat everybody every year. But I see LSU go over there and beat Clemson. I've seen teams do these things. Like he's putting Florida State with Alabama. What does that have to do with the Big Ten?
That's first game of the season. That's not after you didn't got beat up by the regular season. That was I think that's the point of the whole thing. Is like it's not just in the playoffs they kicking our ass. They kicking our ass.
Listen, out anecdotal situations.
No, that's not anecdotal. You can't point to like all these teams right here.
Name two more, Tez. Right.
He just put them in the chat.
No, just name.
He just put 3 in the chat.
Name 2 more, Tez. I'm
talking about you. Bro, who knows? Who knows? I'm not finna.
It's not.
I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna do this, bro. Because this is not a history lesson. What I'm telling you is, it does not matter. It does. What I'm telling you is, it does not matter when we play these teams. They have been kicking our ass, whether in the playoffs, whether at the end of the year, whether at the beginning of the year. You name it. When we show up to play them, we get our ass kicked. So you can't just this whole they play an easier schedule. The schedule, Florida State and Alabama, the schedule hadn't even been played yet. We played Penn State. That was like second game of the season. The schedule hadn't even been played yet. Okay. You see what I'm saying? The schedule is not even a factor in these. This is us showing up week 1, week 2, week 3, getting our ass kicked by this other conference.
But see, that's
like,
not my
this
point
is what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't matter when we play them. They still been kicking ass.
That's not.
Those are facts.
This is my point. This is my point. If you want to say Florida State beat Alabama, cool. Shout out to Florida State. I can't give Florida State no credit for that outside of the fact you beat a team I would root for if you're going to get your ass whooped by Hubba Bubba University the very next week. That's far as that game goes. But my point is this, though. This is what I'm saying. I cannot agree with that when I watch Indiana, the national champion, right, showed up and beat Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Your first game
in Oregon, who don't play nobody either.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't look at it the same. Your first game is against North Texas. Cool, no problem, right? Your next game is against Howard. Cool, no problem. Your next game is against Western Kentucky. Your next game is against Northwestern. Your next game is against Rutgers. You hadn't played a team with a previous winning record in the first 5 games of the season. Now let's stop right there. We ain't got to take the rest of it because I could keep going. Like Nebraska was terrible. Minnesota was terrible. My point is this. If you say the playoffs matter, right? The playoffs matter. You got to win the games when you get there. Cool. I can agree with that. But if you say one thing is like the other, right? If you put, let's say, Tennessee, and I hate Tennessee, with that schedule right there, the first 5 games, I bet my check Tennessee is at least 5-1. So if we're gonna say that, I can't allow myself to look at it that way right there. When you have 2 games all season that you had to prepare for. So comparing it to back in the day, like you were saying, Tez, it's more at stake now because when you have that record, that schedule, I get a home game now in Tuscaloosa, right? Sure, you've played 6 ranked teams in 9 weeks. Who cares, right? I ain't played nobody, and I get a home game. I get rewarded for it, right? If you say the head-to-head matters when you play in the playoffs, cool.
What Caleb Downs said.
That's what I'm saying. The boy played for Ohio State, and he told you. That's why so many people kicking the SEC now.
Listen, we're not talking. I'm not talking about whether the conference. Of course, I believe that they conference.
But that matters.
This is what we said. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. If you put Tennessee in that conference, right, and they dominated that conference, they be 5-1, and then when they play a big team from another conference or whatever they be, and then when they play another team from another conference, they got their ass kicked. It wouldn't matter. Or they kick that other team's ass, it wouldn't matter. Like football, bro, we've gotten to this. The funny thing about this is I get the pushback that y'all having, but the funny thing about this is your previous coach told us that this was gonna happen.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like y'all pushing.
I can't believe that.
I never said that. I said the dude should be college football commissioner. I'm on record saying that.
Yes,
what are you talking about?
Yes, you have said that.
Why you even?
But the thing that we have said, Nick Saban says things years ahead. It's on record now.
Bro, listen. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm not gonna do. I can't. I've given Nick Saban all the credit in the world. I'm not just gonna get on here and just keep saying, oh yeah, he said. Look, dude was right. Obviously, he was right. He's got all the national championship to prove it. He must know something about college football. Like, we can't be naive to that. I'm not finna pretend like we're just gonna pretend like a bunch of people just don't think Coach Saban knew what he was talking about. And if you do, you're not smart and you're not watching and paying attention to this game, right? But what I'm saying is, bro, you have to go out and win these football games. Coach Saban is a coach that didn't complain about this stuff like this. Those teams that he played with those easy schedules, guess what he did? Ran their ass out the building. And this conversation didn't even exist. So that's what I'm saying is like, if we want to be this conference where it just means more, then we need to start running some people off the field.
But remember,
no matter when we play them, how we do it, like the truth is the truth. Otherwise, guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna keep hearing Joel Klatz. We're gonna keep hearing all these people saying all this outlandish shit because that's the reality of it. The schedule's not gonna change next season. They're not gonna change in 2027. They're not finna change in 2028.
Okay, but why is it outlandish?
Got what we got.
Why are you saying the statements are outlandish? That's the only thing I want you to answer.
Because it's not true. Because Oregon is not a better program than Alabama. We already covered that. We already covered that.
I just want to point out this before because we went down a whole rabbit hole.
We did.
I'm glad we went there though. I'm glad.
It feels good to be back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look, let me say this real quick. I think the difference is, bro, with Saban, the difference is you get rewarded now for mediocrity. Yeah, we was running through the teams that we should have ran through, but even if we didn't, right? You get rewarded now for this. That's all I'm saying.
That.
like you can say this team played that team, this team. I'll give Texas all the credit in the world for playing Ohio State. Me personally, Nick just made a good point. They played San Jose and somebody else, and Sam Houston and somebody else. Cool, right? As you can't penalize them for that when you play Howard and all these other teams in the beginning of the season, right? They playing Ohio State out the gate.
True. Salute to them.
They got penalized at the end.
And they got penalized for it, for losing. That's what I'm saying. You penalized Texas, but these other teams don't even take no risks to play nobody, and they're getting rewarded for it. Home games and buys and all this other stuff. Georgia played in a meaningless SEC championship game that they could have lost, and they didn't get boosted up. I don't remember them.
They stayed in the same spot.
They stayed in the same spot. So what the hell? That's my point. You're rewarding some teams for this. You're not rewarding other teams for this.
And that's we finna have the same conversation. Like it's tough for us. It's tough for me to I get it. They are getting rewarded for that, but you're talking about a specific team and a specific group of people. It was 5 SEC teams in the playoffs, more than any conference. 5.
Still
5.
That still doesn't.
Yeah, what is still?
But hold on,
it's only 12 out of a 12-team conference. Almost half of them was our conference.
He naming Notre Dame with Arkansas, and I'm so glad that he did this. So we're naming Arkansas the bottom tier team. Bottom tier. One of the worst Arkansas seasons in the history of the school, especially on defense. Guess what? They tried to reward Notre Dame. They tried to reward Notre Dame for 2 losses. Tez, you have said
that's what I'm saying right there.
I know, but in the end, did they?
25. That they didn't try to take them out the top 25 when they started 0-2.
But look what came out of that, Tez.
Did they make the playoffs?
They got their own individual contract this year. If they have a record of this, they automatically go.
And that's what
they had that last year. That's why they set out in the bowl game. They had that last year.
No, they didn't.
That's why they set out the bowl game. Okay. They did have that same thing last year.
And let's just say, and then I want to say the P word on here, and they were P word for walking out of that, because now you could have shown why you could have been in the bowl game. Because all you had to do was play BYU, but you were scared to show that you were one of those teams. I could have made a case that Vanderbilt should have been over them, which I would have had a better case.
But let me tell you why it don't matter to me. It's because in the same breath that we criticize Notre Dame for opting out of these bowl games, we turn right back around and say the bowl games don't matter to these SEC teams that's getting our ass kicked in the bowl games. Half of them kids are already gone.
At least they played.
They played.
Okay, so that's what you wanted. What did it? You might as well had opted out.
No.
If you gonna sit there and go out there with kids that and you saying that it don't matter.
I agree.
No. I'm saying
you can't have it both ways. That's what I'm saying.
Alabama was complaining. I said if Alabama was complaining about being if we didn't make the playoff, go out there and show why we didn't we deserve to be out there. We didn't have that opportunity. We didn't deserve to be in there anytime we wasn't supposed to be in there. I'm saying that this team had the opportunity to prove that they deserve to be in there. Like
especially if you preaching championship aspirations.
I got 1 point. I got 1 point. I got 1 point, and this is it for me.
And then we can move on because we want it.
For the next 5 to 8 years, we're going to be having the exact same conversation.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it. Like I said, it only matters to us as fans. We can't fix the schedules. We can't. It does not matter. These games are scheduled 4 and 5 years in advance. It ain't like a coach can wake up the week before the season starts and say, you know what, my schedule too easy. Let me throw some more teams on there. It don't work that way. So like, guess what? Next year this time we're gonna be sitting here with the same thing, saying the exact same thing, unless SEC teams win these games. You have to win these games. Like, no matter how, whatever we got around them, if you want the narrative to stop, you have to win these games. That's it. We cannot be looking for a handout from the NCAA and say, oh, you got to reward this one. No, we have to win.
Look, my final point. My
fault. It's the truth of it all.
My final point is, I hear you. And I don't disagree with you, Tez. But my final point is, if you are going to say the regular season matter, and you're going to give Oregon all this love when they lose and big up the person they lost to, and base the rest of their season on, well, they only lost to such and such, then you should have did Texas that way. Okay. That's all I'm saying. You can't use this conference who got a weak schedule and don't play nobody and praise them for that at the end of the season.
They didn't. I don't think they praised them though.
Bruh, they praised all year long. All you heard about was their only thing Oregon did was look. You should have did Texas that way too. Then
bingo.
They just lost to Florida. Cool. They lost to Ohio State. They didn't play. They don't play Ohio State. They in the playoffs. You use one conference and their schedule being strong as a crutch. You use the other conference, their schedule being weak, as a strength, and talk about how good they are. No, bro, that's not how you can't do it. And then you justify it by giving them all these slots in the playoffs, home games and bye games. Cool, we got 4 or 5 teams. Cool, right? No problem. But you have already prejudged where these teams are going to be in the Big Ten. So all they got to do is keep winning. You don't play nobody. All they got to do is keep winning. And that justifies them going into the playoffs with these higher ranked seeds, right? To put the SEC at a disadvantage. It's not like back in the day where we win, Ohio State win, we go to Pasadena and play each other. No, now Ohio State got a first round bye, or we playing them in Columbia because of that schedule that they play. That got to mean something. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. And that is, listen. How many Big Ten teams made it in the playoffs?
3. Yeah, I don't know. 3.
You got Indiana, right?
Oregon, Ohio State.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Oregon finished the season, 12-2. I mean, that's a playoff record, right?
Yeah.
Let's find the number 4 Big Ten team. Let's scroll down and find the number 4 Big Ten team.
Michigan, maybe.
Michigan,
maybe. I'd say
Virginia,
Michigan, maybe. Virginia. Who? Virginia? No, Virginia in the ACC.
No. ACC. You got Iowa. Iowa was ranked ahead of them, right? Let's see. Let's find the number 4. So it probably was Iowa.
Iowa, okay.
It may have been Iowa. Then you got. I'm just looking at this whole little thing right now.
Yeah.
Then you got Michigan after that. I think Iowa. Did they not? No, they both won. They bowl games. Were not. I don't think Iowa wasn't even ranked.
Yeah.
Finished the season 9-4. Right. Why aren't those teams rewarded? But 5 SEC teams make it.
What were their records?
See what I'm saying?
Well, if you 9-4, I mean,
what was their records?
What the SEC teams?
No, I'm talking about what were the Big Ten team record? That's
so
why
I don't think
Indiana. I need to pull this up by conference because I am. Hold on, let me see.
I can tell you because
I'm gonna do the week.
Guess how many games Alabama lost? I'm just naming.
Oklahoma and Alabama both were 9-3, if I'm not mistaken.
We only lost 2 games. Both of them lost 2.
Two games. I'm excused. 2 games.
Outside of us losing in the SEC championship game,
so we had 2 bye weeks. So that's a 14-game regular season.
Ole Miss lost 1 game. And Texas A&M lost 1 game. That's why we were in there.
Okay.
That's the only.
I'm just speaking to the double standard. That's all I'm saying.
Only thing I'm trying to get you done. Hold on, Ted. I really want to get on this because you
do a pod with Nick, man, because I think that y'all just got to hash out whatever differences y'all got, man, for real, because y'all just need to do a special episode with just you and him, man. For real.
No, because I'm tired of
I'm just saying it,
man. I am tired of read this. I didn't say nothing about the offense, bro. I said historically bad team, and they was historically bad on defense. He named offense. Offense.
You take that up with Nick.
They dropped 56 because
you don't have nothing to do with that.
Bad. Oh my God. And we're naming a bottom tier team. That's supposed to help them because we went to Arkansas and we scored 56 points. Guess who else beating the shit? Man, I'm trying not to say the S word. Guess who else beating the S out of damn Arkansas? So, everybody else.
Oklahoma,
even
right?
Auburn went up there and beat the hell out of
Oklahoma was a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
They finished the regular season 9-2. Michigan finished the regular season 9-2. They were not a playoff team.
10-2.
So when you have two, no, 9. I'm looking dead at it. 9-2. So when you
play 12 games,
that's a great point. I might be on the same.
You might be looking at interconference.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up this actual.
Yeah, they were 10-2. That was like, how can you be 9-2?
Hold on, let me pull this up. Yeah, I put up the wrong week. My bad. Scratch that, chat. Hey, players mess up. Let's see.
Look, I told you we can move on, bro. All I'm saying is,
we can.
All I'm saying is, we gotta win.
Yeah,
we gotta win, and in the store they gotta play somebody.
Yeah, if you're gonna big up one conference and talk about how strong that it is, then take into account the other way. That's all I'm saying. That's all. If you're gonna give Oregon love for that schedule, look at what Oregon done. You got to get. You can't talk about Texas's loss. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. This team playing 5 ranked teams. This is playing 2. Like, come on.
In the words of Al Davis, man, just win, baby.
Just win. Just win.
Just win.
You know, that's all.
We ain't even having this conversation.
They didn't get their ass whooped. By the way, they only lost by a touchdown. Getting your ass whooped is what we did. We got our ass whooped. That's what I consider getting your ass whooped, or us beating Auburn. Just want to throw that out there. And now we can move on. I'm just playing, but we getting 7 in a row this year. By the way, just want to throw that.
Okay.
Out. But
I'm glad you.
Since we talked enough about the playoffs and stuff like that.
Bad idea. 2014's bad idea to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just want to throw that out there.
It's watering. That's what it's watering down. It's just like how they doing in college basketball right now. They had a perfect number at like 64. I thought it was stupid when they added those 2 extra games. I'm like, bro, these teams ain't gonna go far. You have your little anecdotal year, somebody make it far like a George Mason or FIU, I forgot who it was that one year. They make it all the way to the Final Four. It ain't gonna happen in college football, bro. It ain't. Not with these smaller schools. It ain't gonna happen. That's why I think it's a waste of time, like putting a 2-lane in there. I don't know if it was you, Tez, or somebody that said we need to have a conference for the FCS schools and just like schools. Like, well, they're part of the. No, they're not a part of the Power 4, are they?
The FCS schools, Group of 5. That's what they call it.
Okay, yeah, Group of 5. My fault. Yeah, they should just do a playoff for them because, bro, ain't nobody like that's one thing I hate about the playoffs this year because Oregon played James Madison. Come on, bro. Ain't nobody had no worry about that. And Ole Miss played Tulane again and beat the hell out of Tulane again. John Summerall, like, let's get this game over so I can get to Florida.
Bro, let me say this. I don't know if people pay attention, but I'm a big fan of the FCS playoffs. So I keep up with it every year. I don't know if people even know this or not, but those first couple rounds, people don't even watch them. It's like 40 people in the stands, bro, unless it's a big time FCS school. One of the Dakota schools, South Dakota schools, North Dakota. Nobody wants to watch a bunch of bad football, bro. I'm sorry. It just don't. You know, people always talking about what the FCS do, bro. The FCS, that's a different level of football, bro. It's not as physical as these kids are gonna have to play. I don't want to see Colgate play. I don't want to see North Texas versus Indiana.
Blue
I
Mountain
don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man. And you're gonna have several rounds of bad football. You just are. The first look no farther than the first couple rounds of the FCS playoffs, man. Nobody can even tell me who played in the first couple. I can because I watch it. Now during the later rounds and the semifinals and stuff like that, people watch, right? Because it's your bigger, more popular FCS schools, your Montanas, you know, schools like that. The first couple rounds are terrible, bro. Terrible. Like it's terrible. This is what I told y'all 2 years ago when Ty used to be on with us all the time.
Shout out to Ty.
Miss me with that student athlete. They're student athlete. Get the F out of here. No, money. Money make the world go round. They don't give a damn about no student. They don't care, bro. USC is in the Big Ten now. They travel 2,000 miles to play Ohio State for a conference. Miss me with that. It's about student. No, it ain't. It's about making more of this. So if they can squeeze more teams in, you better believe they're gonna do it, bro. More TV money, more rights. This is why I say in a few years, I believe there is gonna be nothing but the SEC and the Big Ten, because they're gonna squeeze these other conferences. Now the Pac-12 and the ACC is trying their best. They trying to get in where they fit in. They're trying to, and you got Palo Alto, Stanford in the ACC. Like, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. So what's gonna happen is everybody's gonna get in where they fit in with the two biggest conferences. That's the two big boys at the table, right? Notre Dame being the big fish. And if they can get all these little schools in it, bro, I don't want to see this, man. I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to see it at all. I think 12 is enough for me. 12 is a little too many for me, but I'll take it.
I wish we can just go back to 4. We wouldn't be having a lot of these conversations.
College football is turning into AAU basketball. It's just crazy right now. Dirty. It's just dirty, bro.
And then it really hasn't even made a difference, because I don't think, well, you could say Ohio State, but I picked those guys to win. Outside of them, everybody no lower than a 4 seed. Outside of them, I think they were like a 5 or a 6 seed. But they really wasn't no 5 or 6 seed with all those stars on that team. Only the first 4 seeds have won national championships outside of that in this format. So even with the 14 playoffs, so it's just like, I think it's stupid. You're only watering down the sports some more. After that, get rid of it, which I know is going to make it to 24, because they said the coaches are having that conversation about it. When that day happens, just get rid of it. Just get rid of these conference championship games. I may not even watch it at this point, because what's the point? Just to say I'm an SEC champion? It used to mean something to say I'm an SEC champion, and I can hang it over you. It's not the same, bro. Tez, if you say it's the same, you're lying.
No, I'm saying I love it. This is what I'm talking about. It used to mean something. We used to have a pride about ourselves, man.
Nobody cares if you're the SEC champion and you lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. We gotta win some games, bro. It used to mean something. Keep going. I love it.
But the thing is, the circumstances change. If the game was the same, man. A wise man once said, if you watch The Wire, you understand. Man, he said, man, if this was like the old days, but it's the thing about the old days. They the old days. That's it. Mm-hmm. And plain and simple. Like, bro, they're not coming back. Those days, and I'm telling you, bro, I felt that way so many times. Like, man, this was old days. I'm like, bro, it's not. It's not the same way where you line up. It's like Florida versus Alabama. Who going to the national championship? Yeah. We know after this game, this team is going to the national championship and they're going to win no matter who they play, because this is championship right here. Now, when you start to add all these teams in there, the playoff, that was I said 14 was perfect, because it's still the conference championship means something. Because now if you win this game, you're making your case to get into that 14 playoff. Now you keep adding everybody. It's just like, what case are we making? It's just like we got a better record.
Georgia played in the SEC championship game in a tough game against Bama that they beat us pretty good on, right?
And didn't move.
You didn't do nothing for them, right? Only for them to go into the playoffs, play Ole Miss, another SEC team, lose, right? And they feeling terrible, right? They don't even feel good about winning the SEC, bro, because you've devalued the SEC conference. Well, all the conference games, you devalued. Yeah. Coach Saban said this. If you, bro, from the watch when August come around, they're gonna start these commercials. It had that gold college football playoff trophy turning. Yeah. They'll promote that all year long, right? So you devalue these bowl games and these conference games. Now nobody cares. Look at LSU. If we ain't making to the playoffs, well, it's time for us to go. You know what I mean? Who gives a damn by losing to Houston? We don't care, right? This is what is happening right now. It is the classic Auburn UCF. Auburn, we ain't making it. No, we got 7-8 people finna go get ready for the pros. I ain't studying this game. UCF, it's their Super Bowl. We out here with clicking our heels. We just beat Auburn. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Them boys on the sideline yawning. They ready to go. They ain't wanting to be here. You want to be here. When you create these kind of things in college football, it's all bad.
No. So, I mean, I get it. Don't nobody care about championship games. However, there's somebody that care. And that is viewership and money. We looked at the SEC championship and how much money that it generates alone.
23 million people watch that game, more than that.
Yes. And the Big Ten beat the SEC championship this year in viewership. So,
don't worry, it's gonna keep going lower. Don't worry.
The SEC didn't get lower. The SEC stayed about where it was at. It's about 23.
That's more than average. Higher, and watch how that junk go lower. Mark my word. Yeah, But what number you said it was at this year?
23 million people watch
the game. It's always going to be a good. I'll give you that much. If it's a good football game, it's always going to be. Anybody will just watch good football no matter what. But right.
And guess what happens when you watch good football?
Yeah,
people get paid. People get paid.
I get that. The city gets paid.
I get it. So the two teams that have the leverage to actually keep conference games around, they would just have to agree to it because they're generating the income. One thing when you start talking about changing things around, if you're the person that's actually bringing the money to the table, then you have to say so, right? So if Greg Sankey goes in there, and he wants to keep the SEC championship around. Then he's like he's gonna go in there and say, look at this track record that we got, this money that we're bringing in for these networks. Keep in mind, the same conference that does the SEC championship does the college football play. I mean, not the same conference. The same network that does the SEC championship does the college football playoff. So it would behoove ESPN to figure out a way to replace that money because a first round. We know this because we got first round games now. A first round playoff game is not guaranteed to bring in that $31 million of revenue just from sports alone that the SEC championship generates for the city of Atlanta. And that's not even including hotels, all the other business and all that other stuff that comes in when people come into your city. That's just ticket sales and everything that they selling. So my question is this. I'm not saying that they're not going to do it, but are you going to look at that SEC championship game and say, we're cool on that money for the sake of this 2014 playoff model because we will get it back somehow, right? Will a game in Atlanta that's not an SEC championship mean as much and generate as much income? If you got, the one thing about the SEC championship is you got two teams that are usually premier teams playing each other. A playoff model, you may get a team, you know what I mean? You may get SMU versus, whoever. Like it may not be, especially with 24 teams, it may not be a premier matchup. There's no guarantee that you're going to recoup that money. So I'm not saying that it shouldn't happen. I'm saying that the 2014 playoff shouldn't happen, but I'm just saying that, man, you're going to have to figure out a way to replace that income now. Like, Don't get it twisted. These people like to make money more than they like competitive and being fair and all the stuff we care about.
Well, of course.
That dollar rules, bro.
Oh yeah, that's anybody, man. When you in that type of thing, we only caring about this because of feeling, like how it make us feel about our team. They were like, yeah, we care about how it make us feel, but shoot, my pocket's looking real nice. That's why
they see that dollar sign ringing up. They like, man,
it's just like
the fans will be all right.
Yeah, Jerry Jones don't feel no type of, well, he feels some type of way, but at the same time he does because he generate the money with the Cowboys and all that stuff. But F the Cowboys, just want to throw that out there. But I know Jeremy put this out there and said what team in SEC wants to play a 9-game conference schedule, then go play a 10th one in the SEC. Almost what he trying to say, the SEC championship game. Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it. Like you playing 10 SEC games, and then we already know who. It doesn't matter who's in the SEC championship game. It's going to be a tough team because you went through that gauntlet to get there. I think it's more tougher now because now it's not the size anymore because the West Side used to own the SEC for a lot of those years. Based on
they could have been their own conference.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, big shout out to Tez, man. He came in, Tez.
Oh man,
I don't know. We're gonna find out what color he got in a minute. But yeah, man.
I was getting concerned there for a minute.
What y'all got? Oh!
Rock this joker, boy.
Hey, twins.
Y'all know about that right there, man.
Hot off the press.
Y'all better get y'all some of this good merch, man. Y'all better get y'all some of this good merch. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Straight promo.
Yeah, bro. Good business. Y'all better get y'all some of this stuff. I'm finna pump this with all my people. Had them hitting you up, man. But
yeah, man. Just and then also, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of Auburn, Bama, you could probably get the SEC season in that color.
Yeah. Yeah, we got T-shirts coming, man.
It's hot. Hey, hold on. So I seen all them ski shirts. So y'all do any school or just ski?
Yeah, man, we do any school.
Oh, bro, you know I'm finna be back on that site in a minute.
we do anything you want. You can come up with anything you want. We put it on the shirt for you.
Say
anything. We put it on the cup like this
for you. I got the perfect shirt.
Tailgate Kings. It don't matter.
I got the perfect shirt for you, Tez. And I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna have your name, Tez.
Nah, you're not gonna put my name on the shirt.
It's an Alabama thing.
No.
You say anything I want. Now you gonna lie to the people now? That's what I want. That's what I want.
So put Tez on the shirt. Anything but Tez on the shirt.
No. You should have said that before I said that. So man, you can't take it back now, brother.
It's in the fine print.
Hey man, stop.
I got a question for B Sharp, man, because Cats be asking me, bro. I meant to ask you this last time, but I forgot, bro. You know, Cats be hitting me. Shout out to Bama fans, shout out to Caleb, shout out to all the people that be hitting me, man. They want to know when we gonna get all the fellas together. So I can discuss my Nebraska 94 Nebraska over y'all's Miami team.
And this is why I say it would not be prolonged. I think at the end of the month, hold on, let me look at these dates right.
I'm excited about that, bro.
And so that would be the 22nd, the 23rd through 24th. That's Cam and them 7-on-7 thing. Okay, so that week of the 25th through the 29th. So that's either that Monday, the 25th, or Thursday, that 28th. So, matter of fact, yeah, the first part is that Monday. The second part is that Thursday. That's perfect. So now I got to read it. I told you there's no more delays, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to let Jason and Coach I
need some of the best minds. Oh, don't worry. You will be seeing Coach I and all those guys be like, hey, man, y'all can abandon y'all show for one episode. It'll be all right. It's the off season. We ain't talking about nothing. This just talking season. Everybody 0-0. Hell, got down Arkansas may win the national championship right now, based on. Shout out to Mo, man. I know Mo over there in that Arkansas channel. But I don't think he believe they're gonna win the national championship, but but yeah, man. Anything y'all gotta say in the comment section?
Who do
Anything
you think gonna win the national championship, B. Shaw?
Say it
Not
again.
who you want to win it, but who do you think gonna win it? You and Ted both.
As of right now, on
already.
paper,
Ooh, that's a tough one.
so we gotta add a early. So I'm gonna add 3 earlies to that.
3 earlies, okay.
Early national championship prediction.
Wow, you put me on the spot then.
Texas is one of my. I think Texas has the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, they do.
I really believe, based on the people that they got over there, even though Auburn tried to devalue Cam Coleman, you about to find out why he's going to be one of those first round picks in next year's draft.
Tell Bevo if they don't get it done, they might act Sark. They might get Sark up out of there.
Yeah, because I think this is one of those years where you have like 2 X's. You got Ryan Wingo and Cam Coleman over there. You have the running backs. You have the O-line. The O-line was young last year for Arch. Arch got that year under his belt. That's why I say if Arch play anything like how he played in that Michigan game, it's going to be a scary sight for a lot of teams. The only thing that concerns me is what they're going to do on defense. I just have to see. I know they got Colin Simmons over there, so that's one. And lastly, just off the top of my head, I really want to, outside of Tez, I'm just going to throw Tez out there. I got 3 teams. I really can't say for sure right now, dog. I think Georgia has the opportunity because all those young folks that was over there on that O-line, on that defensive line, and our guy, one of our favorite guys, he going to be on the show one time before it's all said and done, Elijah Griffin. I feel like it's about to go crazy this year. He was already showing flashes last year. Now you give him a year in college. Ghana out there, they're going to always have a running game. I just don't know what they're going to do with the receivers. That's just the only thing with them. But they still got Curry. They still got Glenn Schumann. They still have they still Georgia. And Ohio State is still Ohio State. Until Jeremiah Smith get up out of there, I believe they have a big opportunity. You have Julian Saying coming back. They have Bo Jackson, not Auburn Bo Jackson, but Ohio State Bo Jackson up there. You still have Brandon Ennis. You have so many weapons on Ohio State. The flaw about them, too, that I still have to see. And that's why I think they didn't win it last year, even though they still had a great defense. Now they lost all those guys on the defense. How are you going to replace all that talent from last year? From the Caleb Downs to the Sony Michelle's to the Arvell Reese's. That's gonna hurt.
For me, man, I mean, but think about it, B-Sharp, they lost 12 players to the draft the year before and still came back with. So, for me, bro, Ohio State, Georgia, and Notre Dame with a sleeper in Texas Tech. Believe it right now. They got half that. They got about 90% of that team back, bro. You know what I mean?
No, the question I have about them, I won't even say Notre Dame because you lose your 2 top running backs.
They got another one. They got a little short, thick one.
Yeah,
like Bill Martin.
I'm gonna check him out. And I'm glad Ken put that out there because that was with the Texas Tech quarterback. You heard what's going on with him.
Yeah, it's college football. He'll be playing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so serious. They like, man. This is like
gambling and arresting and all that. Yeah.
If
he comes back, Thorsby. If he comes back.
If he comes back, they definitely got a chance.
Yes,
they definitely got a chance.
All 5 offensive linemen back. It's crazy.
He's saying Georgia Tech. And he talking about man.
They got Fernando Brother. Yeah.
I don't care. We had Tua, brother. What that mean?
I don't think they're gonna get by Miami or Clemson. I just don't.
Yeah, you got to show me. I like now the guys that they have on there. I like the guys that they have on there. I love Justin Haynes.
Yeah.
I believe I don't know what Bach gonna play if he gonna play. I wish he just stayed at corner because I felt like he was very good at corner. If he want to be a wide receiver, we're gonna see how he show out right there. Who else on Georgia Tech?
I'm taking the field.
Well, of course you.
I don't know if how I can do that
like that, man. Get out of here, man. No, you
whatever the top teams, the Ohio States, the Texases, the Georgias. If there's one favorite team that I would take, I would lean into Georgia. I feel like Georgia can win the national championship. Because I feel like they, any team, when I look at the team and I ask, can they push people around? I see that in Georgia. They can push people around. I feel like that brand of football can lead them all the way to a national championship. But other than that, man, I'm taking the field. I'm taking a team we never heard of before come in this thing and win it, or a team we're not even talking about. Maybe Oregon's year. I don't know. It's so much turnover. Even in the SEC conference, you think about it. Yeah, 6 new head coaches, but even outside of that, think about all the turnover from roster turnover, quarterbacks. It's not a lot of returning production from the quarterback position in the SEC. It's not a lot of returning production from, just throughout college football. It's one of those years where a lot of people went to the NFL, a lot of the, cornerstone players went to the NFL. And with the transfer portal, we don't know, a lot of players hit the eject button on their squads. This is one of the years where this is one of the toughest years, I think, to pick a national champion. For real. Like, it
can be, but I'm still not letting you off the hook, fool. You are not about to pick the field.
I said Georgia.
You just asked us that question.
Georgia in the field. Give me Georgia in the field.
The field is a cop-out, bro. What is the field?
Indiana was the field last year.
Look, think of this. 7 starters on offense back, 8 on defense back. Bro, they had a young team last year, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Georgia, for all these fans talking about some Georgia.
They growed up now.
All right.
No, they said they won that last year.
Exactly.
I took a lot of heat from some people, man.
All they did was win the damn conference again.
Look, we beat them. We beat them. I was like,
don't
bro,
mean nothing.
We didn't do nothing in the second half. If you want to be honest, if you go back and look at that game, we literally was biting our nails at the end.
15 starters out of 22 back, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We'll see.
Matter of fact, that was the formula for Ohio State winning.
Continuity.
You bring all those guys back, and then you add on to that, man. Please, all right, sleep if you want to.
That's a whole fact.
And then you think that, and then how they talking crazy, like Kirby ain't that guy. They trying to put a guy above Kirby. Okay,
that team got 15 starters back.
Okay,
man. That tells you how young they was last year, and all they did was win the conference and took another SEC team to catch them at the right time and beat them.
I would not be surprised if we lose to Georgia when they come there, because I expect a sound bite from Kirby when the SEC media day comes, and it's gonna be like a warning shot. And like, we just got to be honest with people. And like, that's what I've seen in Ohio State. I don't care if they lose 2 games, they're gonna still be in the playoff. And then you got to worry about them then. And then what happened? You see, the rest is history. And then definitely Noah. I'm not even about to go there tonight. Noah's about to have a year. Yeah. I feel like he's about to have a year.
Yeah, he's gonna be starting. I seen his interview.
James Smith is gonna have. I feel like James and Quay if James and Quay can just be healthy.
Yeah,
I already know what Larry Johnson about to do with them boys up there. I've seen what he has done.
Hey man, coaching matters, bro.
And coaching then matters. we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen, is we want production over potential. I promise you. I feel like that's gonna come back and bite us. I would say this on the record because we have. I'm so glad I'm going down this road saying this. I'm so glad I'm going down this road saying this because I ain't gonna lie, man. The next time somebody try to say my name in a space and I ain't there, and then I come into the space after somebody let me know you talking crazy about me, and then I come into the space and you don't continue what you're saying, I'm just gonna call you out right then and there. I ain't saying no names right now.
You got to get us off air and tell me what you talking about.
Somebody was talking a little crazy, and I was just like, bro,
tell us when we get off air, man. You got to tell me.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It kind of disappointed me, man. I was just like,
you gotta call them out now, man.
No.
You only use one time to disrespect, man.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a conversation James Harrison said about disciplining his kids. It made perfect sense to me. He said, man, I hit my kids after they do something the first time. I tell them no, they do something wrong, hit them the first time because I'm so strong that if I sit there and I get frustrated and they just keep doing something over and over again, I might kill them. I don't need to be frustrated when
it ain't that deep.
Yeah, man. Go on, let it fly, man. Get it out the way, man.
Nah, it ain't that deep. But best believe all disrespect will be addressed publicly since you want to say something publicly. And I'm just like, bro, come on, man. And that's why I said, bro, get a little tenderism with these fans, bro. Get a little tenderism talking about a football team that none of I will at least say this. None of us went to the school. I love Tuskegee University. And you will understand. I'm telling you, you think I said something bad about Alabama. You should see the way how I talk about you would think I went to Alabama State, how bad I talk about Tuskegee.
Same.
So please, I can care less. Yeah, like, bro, I say what I say about Alabama, and you say whatever you say. We can agree to disagree, and that's it. But that's why I said, man, shout out to everybody. And they already know what time it is. It's certain people, they act like they cool with you, but they ain't really like that, man. But it's all good. But I still love majority of the people. It's just one particular person. But if they say something, then I'll say something. But yeah, man. Made me forget what I was about to say, man. I went down that rabbit hole.
The production.
Yeah, frothing at the mouth with that. Well, I was just like, I wish I was in front of you right now and I say all that shit now. And that's how mad I was. I was like, damn, man, this nigga talking. Damn, I see I'm going crazy right now. But you say, is he talking about no, man. But it had something to do with that. Though. It definitely had something. That's why I said I have no problem with nobody, bro. It's just I don't know these kids. I just love the game. That is it.
That's it.
And I just feel like too many people just be talking crazy at the mouth about certain people. Like, bro, if you disagree with them, you just disagree with them. I called Joe Klatt out. I ain't called Joe Klatt out his name one time. I just think what he said was extremely stupid.
Yeah, if you get mad about somebody else's opinion, you a goofy. I'll tell you to your face. You a straight up goofy. You think I get mad about what some other do? Now, if you one of these fans that's hating on Alabama and we doing some fan stuff, cool. But other Bama fans getting mad about what you say, man, that's the stupidest stuff. But what you eat don't make me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what, you know what I'm saying?
Lame behavior, man. That was
you know what?
Need to go back to what I was saying. The problem with I had, my fault, Ted. Go ahead.
No. I was just about to say, Katrina's still in the chat. We got a word for that now, fellas. Fan baseism.
Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt with
don't be a fan basis.
It's a fan baseism.
Man, cause I was just like, bro, this don't make no sense, bro. I have seen worse. I was just like, bro, is it that deep? Is it that deep over a team that you don't even know? Like, come on, bro.
Dude is crazy.
I don't know none of these dudes, bro. And guess what? I said what I said. Guess what? I love Tuskegee. I'm still wear my Tuskegee shirt. Like it ain't nothing. I'm gonna wear it proud and everything.
Bro, I promise you, cuz. That's why I don't be giving a damn. I don't be caring. You feel free to invade my space if you don't like what I'm saying. I give you permission to come tell me. You know what I mean? Bro, don't get me started on that stuff. Getting mad because somebody don't agree with what you say.
Hey, man.
You goofy.
We gotta go back to start, we gotta go back to start calling stuff. Like, I felt like that's a lost art, man. Just saying stuff like everybody want to be the go along to get along game. Bro, I don't know. I don't agree. Like, can I disagree with I don't hate them. but I disagree with what he did.
Facts, bro. That's why I like watching people like. I love watching Christian Miller. I love watching. It's a bunch of. I love watching Clint. I love watching Justin them. You can disagree, man. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Are you so bammed out that if somebody say something that you don't like about them, you actually don't like them? Man,
crazy to me, bro.
What y'all think? Because somebody didn't play ball at Bama, they don't know football. But do you know how many coaches? Y'all crazy, man. But I love
discriminating on the person.
Bro, I got partners. That's why I keep saying we all know somebody that went to Bama, and they don't even go this hard about Bama. Like, bro,
it's a fact.
It's like, bro, they look at certain people just be like, man, these same players you looking at, they looking at them like classmates. Y'all looking at them like gods. They looking at them as classmates. Oh man, that's just Najee, man.
And be sharp, tell the truth. If you get the Bama players, and I can bring one up here right now. I talk to his dad all the time. I could bring one up here who played at Bama just a few years ago under Coach Saban. They'll tell you the same thing. They just don't do it because they get the call. They'll get them by themselves. You think we be going hard? The players, bruh, the former players, man, y'all ain't heard nothing. Y'all ain't heard nothing. Shout out to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kendall. They'll tell you, bro. You know? So
folks will be walking up to them, still asking them for autographs. Like, after talking crazy about it. Everybody's soft, but man, please, but walk right up to him. Like, yeah, man, I love you, man. Well, I want to call this person out so bad, bro. Don't call everybody sorry. But I literally seen this person post, man, literally gonna talk bad about a player. And they posted something. Oh man, you so real, man. I love you, man. No, I said, well.
Let's see.
I sat there and looked at that post for like 5 minutes, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I got lost in it because I was like, bro, I just wanted to call dude a lame so quick, bro. I was like, bro, you were just talking bad about him. Now all of a sudden you love him. Man, get out of here.
That's why on this show, any show we own, all of us, you'll never we criticize play. You'll never hear us talk about the person being a bad person, good person. We talk about the play on the field. That's where it begins. That's where it ends.
Hey, and like I said, if you feel like I'm talking about you, I am. And you ain't want to do nothing if we was face to face. And I bet my bottom dollar on that. And if you wanted to do something, wise man once said, if you want that smoke, damn it, it'll be a barbecue. So. But appreciate everybody, man. We in mid-season form. Tez get it all out. We in mid-season form. That's why I said, hey, man, I'm glad that I went down that road tonight because I felt like that was a warning. That was a warning. I don't even talk like this, man. I was like, that was a major warning. But definitely shout out to SE season with the merch. You can get it in every color that you want, and even the highest price and selling shirt. Tez is a Bama fan. Make sure you put in that order.
I purchased that.
Yeah, I bet y'all would.
That would be the highest selling
now
shirt.
For me, you won't.
Hey man, which one matters? You care about that money, don't you? So put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have a special price tag on it if you want one. See how bad y'all want one.
Man, this man's so lame, bro.
See how bad you want one, man.
Big shout out to Coach Al. So good to see him back, man. That's our broski for sure. It's our OG. Look, man, y'all don't know how I feel to make how it warms our heart to see him back, man. Much love, Coach Al. We love you, broski. Big shout out to my brother Patriot Life, man, back in the house. Good to see everybody in here, man. You guys make this show what it is. We appreciate all of you more than you know.
But yeah, man, y'all catch us on the next one, man. That's what I said, man. We back like we never left. That's what I said. Definitely gonna try to put out more videos and everything.
Shout out to Lynn too. Big shout out to Lynn too. See Lynn back up in the house, man.
Oh yeah, good to see Lynn as always, man. Got the Earnhardts on. You got your logo on the Earnhardt car, man. That's dope.
Yeah, bro.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Dale, man. Dale Jr. But I'm just saying, I know it's Carrie's son, but I'm just saying shout out to Dale Jr. just because. But yeah, man. Y'all brothers, shout out y'all channels, man. We gonna get up out of here.
JMHO Sports Talk on Twitter and YouTube. Much love, Toya.
And appreciate that, Toya. Appreciate everybody, man, being here. And our good brother Rob right there, shouting out Mia. Shout out to Mia.
I most definitely tell her Rob for sure, bro.
Tez.
Yeah, man. You can find me at It's SC Season, man, here on YouTube and all platforms. Got some things cooking up, man. So come over there and subscribe, man, if you want to get in on the conversation, man. Have your voice heard.
And then y'all already know, man, all their channels are in the description. Easy, simple click to just go over there and subscribe to them. And also, Tez, his daughter graduated from college.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that.
His one and only child graduated from college. This man has a college graduate in his early 40s.
That's what's
an engineer.
That's what's up, bro.
I cried. I did.
Oh, you did cry.
Hey, them tears long overdue, brusker.
For sure, man.
Oh, I didn't know you cried, man.
Yeah. Hey, I tell anybody, bro. Like, I tell anybody, bro. Hey, my generation, they gave us to 25.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, I didn't even think I was gonna be here. I'm on borrowed time right now, man. I didn't think I'd live long enough to have a daughter graduate college. So
yeah, bro, you did something.
She's my wildest dreams coming true, bro.
Yeah. That's amazing. Man. That's amazing, man. Because I know down the line my wife is gonna be boo-hooing. So
you too.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there, man. I don't know what it's gonna be. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I said, man, appreciate everybody coming in. Shout out to everybody in all their channels, man. And the message I send to everybody out there, man, you ain't gotta hate on nobody. Everybody can win, man. I don't stop all the lame stuff. Keep doing your thing. Even if I don't like the channel, I don't want to see you win. Well, yeah. I'm
shout
trying
out to Lynn, man.
Lynn. Oh yeah, that's real.
Real talk.
That's real. You know what I said, man. We back like we never left. That was I said, sorry for the long layoff. We would never have that problem again. Y'all be prepared for. Thank God they got this poll stuff here.
Shout out Herb and Raj too. Big shout.
You said who?
Herb and Raj.
Oh yeah, man. I ain't even saying what's up, Herb and Raj. What's going on, man? I said, man, they probably put out 20 shows since I put out the last one, man. That's why I said that long layoff is never gonna happen again, man. You got to keep the main thing. And shout out to everybody that pushed me to get back doing this, because I miss doing this with the guys, even though I talk to them every day. But still, it's cool to be up here with y'all and interacting with y'all. This is always dope. Shout out to Piano Man. Always make sure you guys subscribe to him. I think he's almost at 500. So we need to get him over 500. You keep us entertained, him and Bishop, Governor Twister, all them in the morning. So definitely big shout out to them. And ain't no telling what you're gonna do on that channel, man. Toya be up there sometime. And I was like, man, it got a little wild the last time I listened to it in the afternoon. I was like,
Toya be dropping that knowledge, boy.
Oh yeah. That's what I said. There you go.
Dwight.
Said 500. Shout out to the best producer out there, man. Dwight doing all the behind the scenes for Piano Man. He just need 15 more. So definitely go over there. Support your people, man. That's what these haters talking about, man. There's room for everybody. Too many people jealous out here. Hey, man, if you got a platform, I'll support you, because I don't know what that lame shit is, bro. Because I ain't never grow up like that. So stop all that hate, clowns. Well, let me stop saying clowns. It's really just one clown, Bozo the clown. But I can't talk on the next one, man. I almost just made myself mad again. I promise you, bro. I almost got pissed off by that. But this how I know I'm in mid-season form. Where it is, Ted? You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is, Ted. We already in mid-season form, brother. Y'all already know.
He at you, Ted.
But it is what it is, man.
But Ted, I just want to leave it up there for you for a little bit. And Ted's gonna make that shirt. And then once Ted's make that shirt, this is exactly what I'm gonna say to my wife. When Ted's make that shirt and make all that money,
he's got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money.
The boy got his own money. Y'all hold it down, man. Appreciate everybody. Roll damn Tide. 17 more Saturdays before Bama ball. Now, I think that's pretty much for everybody for the most part. So 17 more. So catch y'all on the next one and roll damn Tide.